First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 1.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Lions 7, Vikings 0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Matt Prater.
A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That
extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
21-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. For Dinner here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that type of ball?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll run with Chubb. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cordero Patterson. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Lions 14, Vikings 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Vikings.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Forced out to his left. Left side here, and it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard gain on the play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for him, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now they go straight. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and goal. Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Prater set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Two guys on the cover of Madden going toe-to-toe here, and a great one brewing in the 3rd. Everything we'd expect from Mahomes and Jackson, 2 of the best young stars in the game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Back at the 28-yard line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
runs a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Flushed out right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Rolling to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll start out here with the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 42.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a toss here, short side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On the give, this is their fullback. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
On the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Got some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
At the 40-yard
they go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
By the wide receiver.
2nd and 6.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Mahomes. That one complete to him. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Jackson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Minnesota, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Lions, this was basically just an exhibition game for them, as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game.